Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. I'm doing this video on responsibility and diligence, and that we've been given this truth, this understanding from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we must give our diligence. We must have responsibility. All right. And I say all this because a brother from the Dallas camp, I believe it was Elder Ariyah, and he was speaking of, he brought this up actually, and he said that responsibility comes before your emotions. And that really stuck out to me because, at least with me, and I know other brothers, but there have been times when I've been dealing with things, you know. You may be catching hell. And let me say this. A lot of times we say women are emotional and they're unstable, which they are. Women are more emotional than men, and which in turn makes them unstable. All right, but you got a lot of men that are just like women, and they are unstable as well. All right, faggots, or just people in the world. The scriptures say, women and children, roughly paraphrasing, oppress you. All right, so a lot of the times you'll have men that are just as emotional as women. You can go on Instagram. All right, you can go and search and find the men with the most followers or whatever. And a lot of times you'll see a lot of stuff with them and dealing with females and just overall in life. And you can see that they are very emotional. All right. But us in this truth, we are supposed to suppress our emotions and do what we have to do. All right. Because we've been given a responsibility. Responsibility on Google, it says the state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or having control over someone. The state or fact of being accountable or to blame for something. All right. And the Lord will hold us accountable for our works. He will hold us accountable for everything that we do. And if you let your emotions cloud your judgment, cloud up what you have to do, then that will get you destroyed in the end goal. All right, because we look towards the future. We look towards the long term. We want what we're doing right now. We want it to protect us when all hell breaks loose. All right, we want the Lord to continue to increase our faith. All right, and give us faith in those end times that we may make it out of here. But when you're emotional, that can cloud your judgment, and you may do something that can get you killed. All right, get you destroyed. You can start getting lukewarm because you're emotional. All right, and what do the scriptures say about that? Revelation 3 and 10 or 15, actually. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, meaning what? You're half-assing it. You're giving it 100% one day, then 20% the next day, 10% the day after that, maybe 80% the other day, the next day after that. All right, it says, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth. So the Lord, he can destroy you for being lukewarm. And you're letting your emotions get the better of you, can have it so that you be lukewarm. All right, that's not giving your diligence. Okay, you may be dealing with a woman that you have dealt with for maybe a few years, 5, 10 years. You may truly love her, and the Lord may take her away. However it may be, the Lord may take her away. And then that will get you emotional to the point where you're like, nah, I don't want to go to camp today, or nah, I just can't do it. All right. And the scriptures say, put not off the Lord from day to day. So there is no excuse. And your emotions can have it so that you can find an excuse to not do videos, to not study. And in turn, that can cause you to be lukewarm. And in turn, that can get you destroyed. All right, this is 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. All right, so we got to make our calling and election sure through diligence, through bearing the responsibility that the Lord has given us, through bearing our cross. All right, just because you're catching hell is not an excuse to not do a video. We all catch hell. All right, you cannot let your emotions stop you from pushing. All right, we all go through it. Apostle Tahar has been going through it 30 plus years, and he damn well does a video every day. All right, so you cannot, there's no excuse, no matter what you may be going through. All right, if the whole day you just been going through it, all right, if the spirit is on you, then you better make sure, or at least pray and fast, but don't just do nothing, man. Because the Lord is holding us all accountable for the works that we do, and his angels are forever constantly watching us. All right, angels are constantly around us, and they constantly watch us, and they deliver back to the Lord what we do. All right, and if you put off the Lord because of emotions, that will destroy you. It's Matthew 10:26. No. 10 and... Slack, give me one moment. 16 and 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of Salaki. Let me restart that. Matthew 16 and 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. All right. And if you're being watched, and you putting off the Lord for that one day can get you destroyed. All right. You not giving diligence a few days just because you're unstable. Your vision is clouded. All right. That can get you destroyed if you don't pray and fast on it. All right. The whole point is to do something. All right. Your emotions will have it so that you don't do nothing and you just sit there and you pout all day. The whole point is to do something that will aid you in the long term. All right. That will aid your salvation. Okay. If you don't do a video, you pray like hell. You pray and fast that the Lord gives you the strength to overcome what you're going through and to keep pushing on. Because there have been days, I can speak for myself, when I've caught hell and then I had planned that day that I was going to do a video and I started catching hell and I ended up not doing it because I got emotional. And I was like, damn, man, I'm just not in the spirit. I'm just not doing it. All right. But what I did is I prayed. All right. And you have to fast. So you cannot use your emotions as an excuse to continue to not do this work, to continue to not study. All right. To continue to not give your diligence in everything revolving around this truth, man. Okay, so the point has been made. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, Bashim Al-Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect.